What?
Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday, and we're reviewing Mob Town, the contest winner for the Game Crafters contest of making the evolving map game.
That's why we're doing an indie on a Monday.
Yes. That's why we did Jupiter
winner.
Deep.
Right. Hey, Mob Town is a fun game.
Objects of the game. Take over the sprawling mob town with a ragtag crew of underhanded gangsters before the law gets tipped and snuffs you out. Own the town by being the first mob family to lift 8 points by completing agendas before the law shows up. Several times.
The game is played over several rounds, or how many rounds as it takes for someone to get to the 8 points. You randomly make the map, so you separate the property cards into 2 stacks of 7, and then you put the 2 entrance cards on top, which are of both the stacks, and you just put them together, and then you put them out. The arrow goes to the top, and then whatever arrow, so if the arrow goes to the right, you put a card to the right. If the arrow on the next card goes up, you put it up, and so on, until you played all the property cards. And that would be your random map for that round.
Yeah, the only issue with that is you start here and you think you're going good, and then the city decides to go that way and falls off the edge of your table, or it ends up right in somebody's lap.
Like
and you
a lot
gotta
of
shift all
dungeon
the cards
and things like that.
Yeah, it's just not a bad thing, but it's just annoying because you got to adjust all the cards and they're in specific positions, and so if you move it, where did this one go? And it makes it, because you can't set it on a board and then shift it because it could have fallen off the board. It's just one of those things you got to buy a bigger table.
So you were saying earlier before we started shooting here about the criteria for this game for the contest?
Yeah, this contest, I don't remember all the details. It was a little while ago. Sorry it took so long to get to it. But the main thing was it had to have the mechanic of the map evolved. It was built by the game while you played or at the start of the game. It was set up, but it was always random and it was always built by the game, which is how this works.
And it's not like you're always stuck with the agenda you're drawing. You're drawn to, and you could pick either one. I mean, you might get stuck with 2 you don't like, but the round should end soon, so be happy. The object of the game, depending on what agendas you take, some of them, there's a whole variety of them. The object is to take over different properties. So if you wanted to take over the bar, you would either use thugs or goons, and you would need 2 of them to take it over.
Or a combination thereof.
Or a combination thereof, yes.
Right.
And once you take it over, you put a chip on it, which would add to the base strength. Now, if someone else wanted to take it from you, they would have to have a boss. And then when you get a boss, you roll the dice, and you can add extra recruits along with it that match the property you're going after. You roll the dice. If the number combined...
Chris rolls a 1.
Yeah, it's always a 1. If the dice combined with the amount of recruits you have are equal to or greater than the target number, then you take it over.
Yeah, and you put your color chip on top, making it that much stronger if the next person wants to come and try and take it over again.
Yeah.
And the bosses are just the regular character cards there with boss printed on
Very next
card.
one.
Like this one.
Oh, there it is right there? Oh, there we got one. All right. I wasn't going to look through the whole deck for them. And everything. But yeah, when you can use multiple bosses too to try and take over, and you add the dice together. There's only 1 die, so you roll it a couple times, and then you add those. Plus any extra cards of a particular type to those die rolls, and that's what your number is to take over that property.
I like being able to pinch people off, get that one property where everyone's got to go through, or at least try to take over, because if you got people feeding you cards, then you don't have to draw cards, which is pretty cool.
It's unlikely you're going to want to do that very often, though, just because it's a 4-player game, and it's really fast to go through the city for the law showing up, especially not so much the very first round, because nobody's got any cards. Second round, usually everybody's got 4 or 5 cards in their hand. The deck is smaller, so the law shows up quicker. The law is always in the bottom 10 cards. 11 cards.
If you're a little tight for time, though, I could see you maybe wanting to get a little desperate. That's a property I really need to get those extra points or something like that. So maybe I might want to spend them at that time.
Yeah, but not everybody's
not
going to
too
fight
early,
them.
though.
What I'm saying is you're rarely going to need 3 or 4 bosses because you're not going to have a stack of chips that high. The game is too short for the stack of chips to get that high.
Well, it depends on how badly you need that property.
Yeah, but it's rare that one property... Well, it's been when we've been adjacent to the airport or the dock, and their agenda is be the one who owns the most properties adjacent to the airport or the dock, and there's 1.
Yeah.
So then people are fighting over that 1. But I just let them fight over it and went over my other objectives that were elsewhere on the board.
There was one different card in this whole deck called Open Lot, I believe. That one says you can place one of the locations onto the map, an unused one. You can look through the ones that are there and pick which one to put down, and you can put it next to any
any property,
any property, yeah. But it's not totally clear on the rules whether it's supposed to be a separate action on it. I'm not sure what was the other thing about it that was.
Oh yeah, the other issue was in the description of the boss takeover. If the boss is successful, it doesn't mention that you have to discard your cards. Only if he fails, you have to discard your cards. We figure it's probably you discard them pass or fail.
Yes.
Because otherwise, though it sort of makes sense. Yeah, you got a crime boss. He's starting to get more powerful. You keep holding him back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how, but it's not explicit, and that was an issue. But check it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole game. Quick. You got your chips and your scoring pawns.
Yeah. You got your handy little reference cards here too, to tell you what to do when you score after the law shows up. And you're on your turn, you can take one of these actions, which is either draw 2 cards, trade 1 card of your character types, like your cronies or thugs or whatever in, for all of one type that's in the lineup. There'll be 5 out next to the draw pile there. And say you trade 1 thug in, and you end up getting like 3 cronies or 2, the cash cards. The cash cards are really handy. Cash in is discard cash and draw 4 cards. Or use it as a wild. And then takeover is to discard corresponding cards equal to the property value plus the number of chips that are on the property. That's what you're allowed to do on a turn. Or play the 1 open lot card, I guess.
Okay.
It's not totally.
So you got 5 resources in the game. You got your bookies, your cronies, your thugs, your lowlifes, and your goons.
Mm-hmm.
Each property is able to be taken over by 2 types. So the thug and the goon for the bar, for instance. The factory is like the lowlife and the thug. Each property has a different combination of the 2, so you might not have the right type of resources you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you play the game, everybody starts coming into town either from the airport or the docks. You always have to start there, making your way through the city. If somebody else has got the first property there, and you don't want to take it over, you just want to move through, each property you skip over will require you to pay 1 card. Doesn't matter what it is, just 1 card. Either discard it, or if you're passing over somebody else's own property, to give them a card. So don't give them bosses.
Try not to. If you're really desperate, but best to avoid that kind of thing. Their bosses are powerful.
So the object is you're trying to meet your agenda, and there's also one public agenda that everyone knows about. And these are the only ways to score your points, is either scoring your hidden agenda, which is 2 points. The public agenda can be 1 or 2. It depends. Some of them have a bonus. Like the barkeep, if you control the most bars, you get a point. But if you control all the bars, you get a +1 bonus.
Right.
Which would be worth as a hidden agenda, 3 points.
Yeah, you get 3 points.
Really
if
awesome.
that was a hidden
Did we mention about being under investigation?
We have not yet.
We can.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's a bit of a catch-up mechanism. Say Ken's doing really well. He's got 3 points, and me and Craig are both at 2. Since he's got the most points, he's under investigation in the following round, meaning his agenda, whatever he picks.
My hidden agenda?
His hidden agenda is not so hidden anymore. Everybody can see it.
It's still not a public one, even though it's face up. It's still considered my hidden agenda, but everyone can see what it is.
But
we
now
can steal it.
Now we could steal it. So, let's say he needed to control the most bars. Oh, Ken needs to control the most bars. Oh, look, now I control the most bars. So at the end of the round, I would steal that for a point if I controlled the most bars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wrapping up for Mob Town.
Trying to think of something else.
Theme. The theme is your gangsters coming into town and trying to take it over and score victory points.
Theme works for me, actually.
It works since the victory points part is kind of silly. It could have been called something else. But
I suppose so.
And easy to play. Yeah. Read the rules through. Understand how to play it. And it is easy to play. And really, really fast. You can get a game this in 30 minutes or less easily. I give Mob Town an 8.
one thing about these cash cards too is like if you're ahead in points, and we've done this tonight a couple of times with different people, use those to draw the 4 cards and get through that draw deck as fast as possible to get to the law and end the round quicker. That certainly helps when you're ahead. Try and prevent people from stealing the properties back and get them getting the points instead. The open lot card would have been nice if there was a little more explanation on it in there, although it seems pretty straightforward to us that it'd just be played as an action, and you can still claim the property if you're able to take it. The other cards, I like the reference card. It's very handy. Everything seems to be there, except, of course, the open lot one. All the artwork, like Craig said, I was going to mention on it, I'll touch on it, is very good. Very professional looking. This looks like it could be bought right off the shelf somewhere. The random layout is cool. But there are times where if you get them all laid out in pretty much one row and the other guys are going before you claim any other spots, okay, then you're just giving them cards all the time. It's like it's getting more and more expensive for you, but, or if you don't manage to take over the other properties or that they've been on or something like that, then, yeah, you're just kind of throwing cards away or something. So it can be a little bit of a pain in that sense. The rules aren't 100% perfect, but they are pretty damn good. The artwork in it is terrific. I could say this game could be picked up off the shelf in a store anywhere. It's very good. Not a complicated game at all, really. Your agendas and everything like that, some of them hidden, one public all the time is a good idea. It just works pretty well together. So, yeah, there we go. 7.5.
I enjoy it. I like the random setup. The game is a little bit different every time. There's a little bit of trying to figure out what the other person might have as their hidden agenda. I'm not a huge fan of the catch-up mechanism as far as your
face-up one.
Your face-up agenda, but it kind of makes maybe you want to kind of sandbag a little bit and let other people be in the lead, and then you can see what they get and then score big points on the following round. You really need to be careful. I got messed up where I had more than 10 cards when the law came out, and that punishes you so hard because you lose your entire hand, and that essentially screws you out of the entire next round. But yeah, at the start of the game, you start with 3 resources, and then all the following rounds after that, you just retain the resources you have in your hand. So if you don't do well on the one round, don't worry. You still got all your resources in your hand. You could possibly come back and destroy people on the second round. Mm-hmm. I gave Mobtown an 8.
That's it for this episode of the Gamers Table. Special contest winner episode. Tune in next week for another episode where we review another game.
Hopefully, because that's what we try to do.
So if you have time, if you like the show, go to youtube.com/FBNDude and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for us. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook, or send us an email at thegamerstable@hotmail.com.
It's especially nice too, like on YouTube, if we can see the comments from the game designers on there for all the fans to see. Other potential game designers out there, and it's just for fun for us. Like, we don't have access to Craig's email all the time, so it'd be nice to see him up on YouTube under the comment section as well.
Get your entries in for the contest.
Right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, there goes the blooper reel. All right. Me yawning again. I'm surprised Craig doesn't all the time. Jeez, we're working overtime, and he gets up at 3 a.m., and I get up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday, and it's like, that's why we're yawning or looking really haggard when we're filming these on a Saturday night.
I really don't. Yeah. 2 cards. Oh, man, this is bad if the law shows up.
It won't show up yet.
I got a big mob of goons here.
Yeah, I got a bunch of...
Oh, come on! Who shuffled this really ineffectively? I'm getting one color
Effectively.
not. One color is not prevalent in my Decorino.
Let's try a takeover on Ken.
Of course.
This will probably fail.
No,
That's it? Just the boss?
just the
Yep, so I
boss.
need to roll a 3 or
4.
higher.
3,
Four.
4.
Why do I have to roll? Why is it that cost
No,
me
for him
more?
it's 4. I'm red.
Oh, wait. Oh, this one you're trying.
Yeah,
3. Yeah, you are correct, sir.
3. Got it.
I thought
Wait,
you said it'd be-
wait,
had to be higher.
wait. Don't put it there. Let me check.
I thought you said it had to be
Take it
higher.
Let's take it off.
Total number is equal to or higher than.
Oh,
Fine. Suck up.
so what am I off of there?
Nope,
now, or-
stays there.
It stays
That's
there.
This is now worth 4.
Okay.
No, it costs 4 to take it over.
So if I want to go further than that, I gotta pay for both of those stupid
Yeah.
places. And
Yeah.
it's annoying.
This is the part I don't like about this. People can cut off your access altogether.
They're making you pay them cards all the time.
Yeah.
Just like go fighting over cards that aren't worth anything. Anyway,
Well, in this particular setup, that's how it worked out.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen like that all the time.
oh, you're getting fairly close.
Dan. No, boss.
Okay, I'm gonna cash that in. Getting there.
Okay. I feel like having some calzone. So I'm gonna take over your freaking restaurant.
Which one? That one? Okay.
A boss and one backup dude.
So,
So it's 4, 3 is my target number.
the 3 or higher. Yeah, I got it. Oh, that's alright. At least I'm built there. I can build
Yeah.
off of it. I'm not trapped anymore.
Oh no, I went up my pawn. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have 10 cards in my hand.
Yeah.
I'll drop a goon.
Goon dropper.
Drop the goon man.
This is what screwed me up. Low life, low life, low
I have
life.
a thug. I have a thug.
Woohoo!
And I'll
Heck of a
spend
card.
Don't
4
lose the pieces.
on the casino.
Sorry, Charles.
I'm not sorry at all. Say what? Oh, what the frack am I gonna do now?
Beats a frack out of me.
If only. Yeah, see, that's my big issue. All these things here require C or L. I have a dearth of C and L cards. So I'm stuck here. I can't get out. I can't go that way.
Because it can.
No, I have to give you a crony. I don't have any, or a low life.
No,
I
you
have
just
none.
have to give any card. It doesn't have to be a crony or a low life. You just have to pay a resource. If it's unowned by anybody and you want to skip it,
Oh, you are
just
correct.
discard
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Maybe I should actually pay attention to what I'm reading one of these times. Fine. Okay, so I gotta skip past your restaurant. Have a freaking goon.
A goon, all right.
Why don't I say goodbye to goon? And then I gotta throw down 3 bokies to Klub.
I'm gonna take over the club with my boss Bookie and 2 help. That's enough to do it. It's all about taking over area control.
It's all about Chris being a douchebag.
You shouldn't went where I was gonna go. Yeah, give me a
Oh
card to
yeah,
help.
like the street only goes one way. Where the hell else was I gonna go?
You can just hold on to your cards and wait till next round.
I had too many. I had to get rid of some. I didn't really care. At least made it cost more for you. Of course, Ken is just. There's no cards, there's no
It's
much.
annoying. You're douche.
Give me 2 cards right on. That's awesome.
Hello, life.
Factory,
It's
eh?
annoying. It's like you freaking give the guys cards, and you go there, and now they get the cards to take it back. You're like,
But you need a boss to take them. That's the trick.
Yeah.
And you didn't give me a boss, so
well, that's good.
unfortunately.
2 cards, please. 6 and 7.
I'm taking over Norm's bar C. Oop.
It's Norm's
No,
bar.
it's
Why
my
tell me to
go.
go? It's
My
Tim's
go.
turn.
I was just looking at you when I said go.
I know. 16 minutes. Oh, it's still recording. That's like, as long as the numbers are rolling, I'm good. When the numbers stop, it has stopped recording, and thus the episode is over. So I don't need to read what the numbers are saying. I just need to see if there's numbers.
I'll toss in that for 2 goons.
How dare you? Goonba.
This one.
6, 7. 2 cards.
2 cards.
Come on, Copperinos. Does Cops face up?
No, it's face down. See,
So
if
it's
you,
honor
if you
system?
get it, you have to reveal it.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
The kids
You'd
in the
be
end,
able to see
there's
what's
no
coming
card.
up. Then
What the heck? Who's
got
cheating?
bumped
Who,
out. Hey,
who
there it
blew the
is.
law?
You know, should be face down.
You could only stall for so long, though. I would think.
Guess I will be drawn. Excellent. Keep in mind, keep the cards after the round because you keep them for the Halloween round.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, we did change
Just
it for
if you're
half.
over 10, you're going to get shafted.
I know.
So the ones you take have to be the same type. If you toss one in,
Yes.
that's annoying.
And you get the law.
Nope.
Pretty obvious if you get the law.
Not getting what I want though.
Is
Okay.
it 10 or more cards?
These only stick around for this
If
round.
over 10
until we
cards.
score,
Yes.
and then we get a new one. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, this layout wasn't very helpful for either one.
It's random. What are you gonna do? You can't do nothing. Just like this freaking hand of cards. Do I gotta do nothing card? No, I don't.
Do a trade.
I could, but I somehow got to trade for
Trade
just
to keep
this
it even?
exact same number. Yeah.
Well, in
Is
trades.
there a boss out there? No. Here, have a goon for a low life.
There you go.
Now I got one.
You essentially passed your turn.
Yeah. That's good because I don't want to get 10 cards because the law is going to show up.
10 is fine. Over 10
I know, but
is
Did
burning.
you trade for one? Or
you draw 2 cards from 9 would take me
You
to
trade.
11.
You trade one
take
card. for
all
the
of
whole
one
time.
type and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
that.
there's
what
only
I
one
do.
low life in there.
I draw 2. Okay.
Alrighty. Chris drew 2. Yeah, you have to have that many. That sucks. You don't have that many. Oh boy.
And
Nope.
really, well, next person who draws ends it.
Crony for a bookie.
The bookie
Setting a nice stack of cronies
isn't
there.
helping me. So they can be a combination. They don't have to be all the same
1,
type.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I said, nobody's got bosses anymore to can't cause any more trouble. What's this here say? Numbers are still rolling. This is so exciting.
That's one small step for man, one